Hi, welcome to another episode of Silver Fox Scotland. Now, as we know, the low emission zones in Edinburgh, Glasgow, Aberdeen, Dundee are all very controversial. They keep the poor out because the poor can't afford the newer cars, they reduce footfall, they damage trade and the economy, and, above all, of course, they're actually unnecessary. Air quality in Scotland is remarkably good, and indeed, in some places, it's some of the best air quality in Europe. And this has been, let's say, highlighted, I suppose, or actually laid completely bare. The argument for ULEZ is now being laid completely bare because new figures have emerged with regards to air quality in Edinburgh. And this will be very embarrassing for all those who thought that they were doing good bringing in the new low emission zone. Because whilst it's proved to be a massive fail in terms of the economy, it's absolutely improved the air quality by not one jot. And in at least one or two cases, it's actually got worse. You couldn't make it up. The council's own data. So this isn't being made and invented. This is the council's data that they've published. Shows that it's absolutely pointless having a low emission zone. I said it was. I said at the beginning it would be pointless, and here we are. Donald Anderson, who is an old sort of commentator, political commentator. And he was the council leader at the time, and said, "Oh look, we're doing this." You know, he was still the council leader. He was the council leader at the time when they mentioned it. He said, "Oh, we're going to do so good. This will be so good," and it's proved no, it's wrong. And he's feeling very embarrassing. And he said that it's not going to work now. He's admitted it. It's a shame, isn't it? Anyway. The council's own 2022 data, and I've got the numbers here, show that 37,600 vehicles a day on Queensferry Road created a nitrogen dioxide, NO2, concentration of 26 milligrams per metre cubed of air. Milligrams, micrograms, good lord. 26 micrograms per cubic metre of air. Now that is unbelievably low, and it is way lower than what even the government consider to be the clean air limit. It's half of what the government would consider the upper level of clean air limit. So it's incredibly clean. And that was in 2022. And then, of course, then comes the zone. And it's 28 micrograms. It's gone up 2 micrograms in 3 years. It's got worse. It's still remarkably clean air, you understand. But it's got worse. And we'll come back to this in a minute. Shandwick Place had 14,000 vehicles a day. Now, it has dropped, but the reason for that is that they've banned all public cars from there. All private cars from there. Only public transport is allowed in. But here's the thing. It's only fallen 4 micrograms. So thousands and thousands and thousands of cars not allowed in, and it's only fallen 4 micrograms. Why? Well, you're still putting in the biggest polluters, by far, buses. So what this actually is showing is that if you truly want to clean the air up, get rid of the buses. The cars make no difference. The buses do. They've actually had to admit within the paperwork here, until all buses are electric, a single bus will create far more pollution than the many, many cars. And our worst pollution hotspots will remain. And where do you think is the most polluted area of Edinburgh? Where the air is actually defined as being bad because it's 57 micrograms per metre cubed. It's the bus station, because of course it is. Now, we all knew this would be the case. We all knew that they'd have to come clean at some point and they'd have to publish these figures. They have, and it goes to show, and I hate to say it, but I was right. It makes no difference at all. And in fact, in some positions, actually got worse. Meanwhile, businesses are suffering People can't access the town centre because they're poor, can't afford to upgrade their cars. They're going elsewhere. It's a joke, isn't it? But that's what happens when you vote in clowns. The whole city becomes a bloody circus. Thanks very much. Bye.